Two brothers. One choice. A single spark of jealousy that would forever change the history of mankind. This is not just a story of murder. It's the story of how the very first family on earth was torn apart. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the tragedy of Cain and Abel still speaks to us today. After Adam and Eve were cast out of the Garden of Eden, life was no longer paradise. They had children, 2 sons. The first was Cain, the hard-working farmer who tilled the land. The second was Abel, a humble shepherd who cared for the flocks. 2 men, 2 callings, each offering their labor as worship to God. One day, both brothers prepared offerings. Cain brought fruits and crops from the soil he worked with sweat and pain. Abel, on the other hand, brought the best of his flock, the fattest sheep, the choicest sacrifice. Both laid their gifts before the Lord. And here's where the story takes its dark turn. God looked with favor upon Abel's offering, but Cain's, God did not accept it. Imagine the sting of rejection. Cain's heart burned, not just with anger, but with envy. Why him? Why not me? The seed of bitterness began to grow. But God, in his mercy, spoke to Cain. Why are you angry? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. But be careful. Sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. These were words of warning and words of hope. But Cain did not listen. One day, Cain called his brother out to the field. Perhaps Abel thought it was just another day, another walk with his older brother. But Cain's heart was already poisoned. In a sudden burst of violence, Cain struck Abel down. And there, in the soil he once tilled for life, Cain spilled his brother's blood. This was the first murder in human history, the first time brother turned against brother. The earth itself cried out with Abel's blood. Then God spoke, "Cain, where is your brother Abel?" Cain's chilling reply still echoes through history. "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" But God already knew. He thundered, "Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. What have you done?" And so Cain was cursed. The land he once worked would no longer yield its strength for him. He would become a restless wanderer on the earth. But even in punishment, God showed mercy. Cain feared others would kill him in revenge, so God placed a mark upon Cain, a sign of protection that no one should take his life. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, carrying the weight of his actions forever. The story of Cain and Abel is not just about jealousy or murder. It's about choice. Every one of us faces the same crossroad Cain did. Will we master our anger, or will it master us? Will we be our brother's keeper, or will we turn away? This ancient tragedy still whispers a warning. Beware the envy, the bitterness, the unchecked anger, because it can destroy not only others, but ourselves. If this story moved you, imagine what other timeless lessons lie within these ancient texts. What do you think? Was Cain's punishment justice or mercy? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you'd like more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because the past is not just history. It's a mirror